Hey,
Thank you,
Yeah, I
thank
got
you very much, Dr. Al Seltzer. And he's a credit to
it.
his gender. We haven't figured out what it is now, but I give him the highest respect. This is the Holy Week for many Christians, and it's also Passover, the days of wine and matzah. And I have partaken in mucho matzah and mucho cups of wine, because it's required. The Lord has told me to drink the fruit of the vine, and I know how to do that. Anyway, the other comics here ask you how you are, how are things. I don't really give a flying flip because it's all about me, isn't it? Yes, it all started in a small town. We were poor but honest in Brooklyn. And my grandmother, my grandfather, we all lived together in a little log cabin. And my grandmother would say, because I had a big mouth, if you can believe it, Al, could you believe that?
Oh,
Say, you're going to remember me after I'm gone when you're just lighting a candle, and then you'll feel guilty because between Jews and Catholics, we have cornered the market on guilt. And she's probably was right, but insanity runs in my family. Doesn't really run, we enjoy it. And I just want to tell you how much living in Brooklyn with this family, the Novembers, who put the fun in dysfunctional is, or can be. My baby sister became a shrink because my mother told her, when my sister asked, was I adopted? And my mother would say, don't be stupid. Who would adopt a third daughter? And I became a clown because I was the second daughter. It was my duty to make them laugh. The first daughter, God rest her soul, she drank the Kool-Aid and became a very good Jewish woman, had 5 kids, an abusive husband, and tolerated it all with a smile because she said, they will remember me when I'm a candle. My father, God rest his soul, was a lunatic. No, but in a good way, very smart lunatic. But he was also a hypochondriac. He ran to the doctor for everything. I, Dr. Bubbe, was at a medical conference. Yes, I am a doctor, or was a doctor till I was disbarred. So I'm at the annual public health conference, and I get a paging Dr. November, Dr. November. I run over thinking one of my geriatric parents has croaked. Nope, I get on the phone. Dad, what's wrong? Is mom alive? Oh, she's okay. But I have to tell you, something's wrong with my bowels. I said, no shit. I said, what is going on? He says, every morning I have a good BM. I'm in the middle of a 1,000-person conference. And he said, but this morning it went from left to right. I said, so? He said, usually it's from right to left. I'm very concerned. I said, you called me at a huge, important public health conference because of crooked shit. I cannot believe, well, I can believe it. I should have been a shrink like my other sibling. And then it dawned on me, I'll remember him when he's a candle. I'll put it in a pile of shit. Never mind. Oh, God, my parents are so crazy. But they're watching me every time I light a candle. Crazy people. I remember my grandmother introducing me to her idea of diets. She said, Abby, remember, if you eat in the dark, but you're standing, you'll never gain weight, but you have big legs. That's the truth. She also used to say, rich people live in panthouses Al, I know you'll understand it because you're from Dallas, and in Dallas, the rich people live in panthouses. I said, Bubby, panthouses? You mean penthouses? Pent, pant, because they live so high up that by the time you get to their house, you're panting. So it's a penthouse. My friend, while I was growing up, said to me, you know, your grandmother speaks very good English. I said she should. She was born on the Lower East Side of Manhattan. Oh, I'll light a candle for her too. We didn't have hot water too often, especially in the winter, because Dad forgot to pay the Earl bill. That means OIL, the Earl bill. So we would have to share the bath water. I'd save the bath water for my sister, and by the time the baby got in the bath water, it was more of a cesspool. But I'm not going to go there because I'm a clean comic and you don't want to hear about that. And I'm going to leave you with the store that I have opened in San Diego in the gas lamp area, because Al, the world traveler, maybe you'll be there. It's called Psalms and Thongs, original erotica. Now that it's the Holy Week, you might want to buy G-strings for Jesus. Or, well, I have the burqa, but not just the plain old black burqa. I have one for a gay Muslim, if you can find one. It's a rainbow burqa. And we have some other pretty colors, a camo one. And then for the Jewish patrons, I have my dreidel-shaped vibrators. That's for Hanukkah. Or the matzah-shaped ones for Passover. So treat your partner well. Go to Psalms and Thongs, ask for the Dr. Abby's discount, and you'll get 20% off. I didn't say of what. That's my time.